Alrighty. Let's see what we got going on. Alrighty. What is happening? Well, welcome to the last Mumphy Live video of the year. Hope everybody's doing well. Just checking things on the laptop. Get going here. Just start letting some people roll in. Be writing some stuff down in the chat. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're all doing well this holiday season. Getting the last of your Christmas shopping done. Say hi down in the comment sections. Started off down in the comments section there. So, how has your December been? It's been, what, almost Thanksgiving since we last did a live, so here we are again. We got to end the year strong with the last live, so let's get festive here. Terrence. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, yes. Hope you are doing well also. And yeah, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. So, oh my goodness, Ang is joining. He's not out freezing his butt off in another camp trip. Modern day. Hey Trent, how's it going? Happy New Year. I dug the, I'm digging your adventures in the snow, so keep them coming. I need to get out and do a little bit myself, but you know, having a full-time day job is just kind of eating up everything, but sweet. Well, figured we just kind of cover kind of the plans for the new year, wrap up the this year with, yeah, just kind of answering some of your questions. Anything that, any of the mods that I have on the truck. And, yeah, just kind of clear up anything that I might have brought up in some of my videos, help clarify anything, give you my opinions on just about anything, and then kind of, like I said, cover things for the new year. Dubs Taco, sup? Thank you for joining. Appreciate that. Let's see. Turn it right on. The only thing that helps me is my night shift. Yeah, it gives you all day to go out and film and just drive around. I will say that back east, it seems to be a little bit easier to kind of find those dirt roads, for sure. Here in Utah, I kind of have to drive about an hour just to get anywhere that you know, is remotely off road. But once you finally get out there, it's definitely some good off roading. But let's see, Ang. I'm editing tonight's video with the heater pointed right at me. Not missing the cold one bit. Well, hopefully you didn't burn down your tent with that little buddy heater. So yeah, if anybody's interested, jump over to Ang's video after this and check out his little buddy heater video. And also be sure to jump over to Modern Day Viking and check out his videos as well. He was a featured friend of the channel, so looking at doing more of that. But yeah, any questions on any of the mods that I currently have on my truck? I actually had somebody pop up a question on the tuning video asking if, say like if your car battery goes dead, is it going to delete the tune? As I am not a tuning expert, I actually reached out to my tuning buddy, Barrett, who I did the video with, and he said that no, a dead battery will not delete the tune. It will actually, the only thing that it'll clear out is your driving tables. So, yeah, it won't delete the tune. It'll actually need to be flashed over, so like it'll need to be tuned back to stock, or upgrading to the next tune is the only way that it'll delete. Everything else, yeah, the tune will be fine, but your driving tables may get wiped out. But all you need to do is just do a couple of drive cycles, and your ECU will relearn your kind of driving habits. So hopefully that helps you out there. Let's see, Egg. I think it was Instagram that I saw you got some diodes coming back to the Tacoma. Ah, maybe. I got a few installs coming, so be sure to stick around for that. This thing is starting to pinch my head a little bit. This actually is not built for humans. This is actually for my dog. So I'll be posting up some photos of my dog in this little elf hat. He is our little elf buddy. So yeah, if there's no other questions, I'm going to go ahead and jump into just kind of the plans for the new year. I do have lots of installs planned for next year, and some really big ones. A couple of them I think I'm going to keep under wraps for right now, but I have dropped a couple of hints for regear, so look forward to that in the new year. One of the other things here, I'll actually show you guys, I have it right here, is little Midland. How about this radio kit? It's 15 watt. And what I've seen a lot of people buying on like Instagram and stuff like that, just on Amazon, is they're not getting the full kit. So I will be posting a link to where you guys can pick this one up. It's probably a little bit pricier just because it does have the added antenna, a mount, and then the longer cord. But this way you won't have to buy it separately. This is all kind of included in one, but I will leave a link for that. Oh, the doggo is probably like, human, can I get my hat back? Yeah, we're still working on getting him comfortable with dog clothes, so. But yeah, definitely got some big stuff planned for the new year. Obviously, I'm still on the road to 35s, so I think I've got my eye on a set of tires that I want to run. But yeah, I mean, anything can change. So I'm pretty excited about that. One other install that I'm looking at doing, I'll just kind of give you a hint as to what might be coming up fairly soon if you didn't catch that. If you know what that is or what that is a piece of, leave that leave it down in the comments if you know what that is. As for other videos that I have planned, I got more reviews, so product reviews. I'm definitely going to be reviewing past installs, so things that I've done. I just want to give them a little bit of time before I give like a full review. So I kind of feel like 6 months to a year can actually provide a little bit better scope of the review for certain products. But and gonna continue to edge it. I'll catch up with you later. Have a good night. Congratulations on everything you accomplished this year, and we can only go up from here. Yeah, for sure. So look forward to that edit for sure. But yeah, I'm also looking at potentially doing some meetups. Yeah, I am kind of on the West Coast. Well, not West Coast, Midwest mountain area. So here in Utah, looking at probably doing a couple of meetups and some drives. Maybe even try to put together a tuning event. So yeah, if that interests you, smash that like button. Let me know. Yeah, is that something that you would like to do, be a part of? And also looking at doing some more subscriber highlights. So friends of the channel. If you know, I'm always looking at supporting this great community that we're all a part of, and you know, I'd like to feature more of your Tacomas out there, your builds, your, you know, what you guys have planned coming up, things you want to swap out. So definitely want to do a lot more in terms of supporting the community here on the Mumphy channel. But yeah, other than that, who knows what the new year is going to bring. I'm excited for it. I'd love to hear some of your suggestions as well. What would you like to hear from me that I'm not necessarily covering? So I'm excited about that. Dove's Taco, as long as street princesses are welcome. Hey, all Tacomas are welcome. Then you don't necessarily need to have a full overland build. If you want to show off your 20-inch rims and, you know, inch tires, let's do it. I'm always interested to see what everybody's doing with their builds, because everybody's different. Everybody's got a different idea and scope for what they want to build for their Tacoma. So yeah, let's do it. Let's show it off. I came from the import scene. Had a 2000 Toyota Celica that I modded out. So I respect everything. In fact, my dream car would have to be a 94 Toyota Supra, and give it to me in a manual. So I'd love to have that car. But yeah, Terrence, yeah, street tacos, for sure. A little hot sauce in there. But yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys would like me to cover. A lot more community interaction is what I'm looking at doing. I mean, I can cover what equipment that I use to film, and you know, other aspects. If that's what you guys are interested in, I want to cover a lot of that stuff and bring you some good reviews of stuff. Probably one of the best mods currently that I've done, I think, and I talked about this in my other video, are the wide angle side mirrors from Taco Clout. And yes, I do have a discount code over there, and I know the owner of Taco Clout, so I definitely like supporting some of these other businesses. I mean, obviously you can go to, you know, Tacoma Beast and Tacoma Lifestyle and a lot of these other companies running for tacos, but everybody got to start somewhere. So I like supporting the companies that kind of even throw some stuff my way. So yeah, Taco Clout, you cannot find those mirrors anywhere else. There is another set of side mirrors that are out there that I've seen that have a small blind spot adjustable. I forget what the name of those are, but I kind of like having everything in one mirror and not having a smaller side mirror. That's like sticking one of those AutoZone convex mirrors on the side of your side mirrors. But anyway, what are your thoughts? What are some of your Christmas items that you're hoping to add to the Tacoma? Are you guys doing any camping trips? Anything like that coming up? I would love to hear what you guys are doing. How are you going to be celebrating the new year? Staying home? Going to bed? Or are you partying it up? Give me some ideas. Let's just kind of cover just about whatever. I don't necessarily want to you know, pigeonhole this to just Tacoma stuff, but yeah, let's interact. I want to hear more from you guys. Waiting on custom Deaver springs. Ooh, yeah, those are nice. How many did you go with? How many different leafs did you go with there, Dubs? Those will be nice. Are you putting a ton of weight in the back of that? You got a bed rack, or you just kind of getting a feel for it? Or are you just kind of trying to raise the back end a little bit? They're in the design phase. Okay, okay. Going for a 400-pound. Okay, nice, nice. I do like that. That's kind of one of the reasons why I went with the Icon leaf springs, the RXTs. Simply because there is a level of adjustability there. So I have mine kind of maxed out at the stage 3 that they have. So it's got 600 pounds, and it'll only, like, under load, it should only drop like 1.25 inches. So yeah, that'll be nice. Need a 5-inch rear lift. No more block. Yeah, no more blocks. Get rid of those blocks for sure. A 5-inch. Wow. You doing a rough country? All right, Terrence, are you out there? I know you're still there. I really appreciate you sticking around as much as you do, Terrence. It's awesome. And quite honestly, I want to feature your truck. Give a little highlight there, but totally up to you, Dubs. That's what's on it. Slowly removing piece by piece. Oh, okay. So what's the goal? Are you trying to go higher, or are you actually kind of returning it back to stock or stock-ish? Kind of curious. What about who's here doing more overland builds? Same height, any taller won't fit in the garage. Well, mine doesn't fit in the garage, and I've got the the 2.5 from Icon, so I need a taller garage door. But nice. That's pretty cool. Well, I think I'm just going to do a little bit of coverage as far as kind of my setup. Right now, I'm currently doing this live video on my phone, but as far as photos, things like that, I do run Canon. I have my camera bag here, but this is currently my setup right now. It is a EOS 90D. So this is a crop sensor. It's a nice affordable step up from the 80D that Canon puts out that you see a lot of content creators on. The lens I have on here is an EF 17-40, which is on the crop sensor going to be the equivalent of a 24-70, roughly. But yeah, I think it does really well. I actually have a little ND filter on here, just to kind of help with some of the photography, keep some of the brightness down. Some of the other lenses I actually do have a 70-200. It's a great long lens. What I started out with was the kit lens, and this is a 10-18, so this gives me real wide for some of my starting out videos. So some of my early videos, I used that lens and was pretty happy with it. The microphone that I started out on is the Rode. This is the Mini, I believe. But now I've switched over to the DJI. And it comes in this little case here. And a couple of microphones. So I really like this kit. It comes with a couple of attachments so I can attach it to my iPhone. You can attach it to anything with a USB-C, plus it comes with a little hot shoe for the top of the camera. And then I just use my my audio jacks there to plug it in and get the recording. As far as the software that I use to edit my videos, I started off with Premiere, Adobe, and then I recently, well, not recently, but closer to the beginning of this year, I switched over to Final Cut. I just like not having a subscription-based service. I buy it once and call it good. It does take a little bit to kind of to learn kind of the setup and what you need to do, but after you kind of learn that process, I really do like the magnetic timeline. So it helps kind of make editing a little bit faster, at least in my opinion. Some people like Premiere and kind of the gap process versus the magnetic timeline, but yeah, for anybody out there interested in doing your own little video edits, that's kind of the stuff that I use. And yeah, I mean, I've got a couple of highlight LED lights right here, but other than that, that kind of covers a lot of me, Mumphy, and the stuff that I use, what I'm planning to do going into the future, and yeah. Any other comments? Love to hear what you guys have to say. Talk to me more about your Tacoma there, Dubs. But yeah, I am. I'll kind of go over a little bit of the tune. I actually like it a lot. So, yeah, I like being able to just have the driving profile that gives me the right amount of torque, the right amount of feedback from the throttle, and the fact that it's learning my drive style is phenomenal. I definitely like having this tune, and I was definitely against doing a tune for a little bit. I figured what I tried to do is get everything situated. So doing the re-gear, getting bigger tires, put everything else on it, and then do a tune or even a throttle controller. But after I had gotten my DRT cab mount relocation and talking to the Yoda guy, as he's known here in Utah, about just tuning and stuff like that, the Yoda guy, just kind of as a side note, the Yoda guy is or was a Toyota mechanic and knows all about all the Tacoma stuff. Really cool guy to talk to. Got a lot of information as far as just some of the components for the Tacoma, and I think I might want to sit down with him and kind of pick his brain on a couple of items, because there's a really interesting thing about the what was it, something about the drivetrain, where he said that the difference between the TRD off-road and the sport, there's a difference between the two that was really interesting. But I want to make sure that I get all the information correct about it before I start diving too deep. But anyway, getting back to him telling me about getting the tune kind of reassured me, and I reached out to Barrett, and basically he kind of answered all the questions that I had and ended up making a friend. So I can definitely say that the guys, at least my local tuner, was very open about it, and basically knows the guy that does all of the dyno testing. So not only is he doing it for Tacomas, but he's also doing it for other vehicles as well. So that'd be very cool. But yeah, Dubs, I saw it's living on jack stands this winter. Okay. And tune event would be sweet. Yeah. So one thing that I'll just kind of reiterate from my tuning video is Barrett did mention that you kind of need to have a solid Wi-Fi connection when they're doing this. So it's one of the reasons why you see tuning events at specific locations. It's because they need a strong Wi-Fi connection. Otherwise, you will kind of run into update issues. So making sure that you have one, constant power to the battery, and making sure that you don't have, or them making sure that they don't have fluctuations is always a good thing. Constant Wi-Fi, and then the one step that was obviously pointed out is making sure that during the flash, all the Bluetooth connections are off. And if your tuner knows what they're doing and is a good tuner, they'll let you know and keep you informed on a lot of that. So yeah, doing a tune event would be amazing. And I also like the fact that the tuning network for the OTT tune is fairly nationwide. And you can check out ToyotaTuningNetwork.com to find the local guy in your area. And that's the other thing that was really cool, is that it's a one-time payment, and you can contact anybody within the OTT tuning network. If, say you're on a road trip, you just kind of contact the guy and say, hey, I need to adjust, I want to go from mild medium to stock mild, you know, or I want to go up to the spicy and see how that is. So I really like having those opportunities and being able to obviously make new friends. Terrence, sorry if you already covered this, but how long does the tune take? So the tune itself takes about, I'd probably say about 45 minutes. And that's if they need to update your software, which Toyota would do anyway. And I did ask Barrett whether or not Toyota was going to do any more updates, any more software updates, and it doesn't look like Toyota's going to do any more for the 3rd gen. And I was only one behind, so that might add a little bit if you're already updated. I mean, that's just something that they check, and they'll update you to the current before putting on the latest tune. So yeah. The other cool thing is that they're not, you know, after they do the tune, they should have you go do a test drive to see how you like the response. And if you don't, you come back and say, okay, change it to, you know, I want to try this setting. And then they'll have you go out, test it, and then come back. In my testing, I did about 15-minute drive. I jumped on the freeway, came back, ran through the neighborhood, and I actually liked the settings where they were. So any tuner that's worth their salt is going to have you do a test run, see if you like it, come back, make any changes that you want before, you know, sending you on your way. So keep that in mind, and you know, get to know these guys. If you have any questions about the tunes, the OTT network is open. So I think it's definitely one to look into. So yeah, you're looking at about 45 minutes, maybe an hour at the most, but yeah, it really doesn't. I don't think it takes all that long to do the tune. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I've liked the OTT tune, and it's one that I'd been kind of keeping my eye on, because I really wasn't all that impressed with some of the other ones. Just people switching back and forth, and you know, not necessarily recommending like the, you know, so the Katie Max or any of the other ones, but. Does a tune affect anything if supercharger is in the plans? You know, that's not something that I'm aware of. I'm not looking at a supercharger, but I think potentially they could come out with a profile that is specific for superchargers, because I know they do certain profiles for the different gear sets. So you have your stock, you've got the 4, man, now I can't even remember my gear ratios, or the 529. So the 452s, I think. I don't know, somebody correct me down there. But they've got those different profiles for whatever your gear ratio is, and they can also adjust it for your tire size. 488s, thank you. I was getting there. Yeah, so they have different profiles for that, and they can also adjust for your tire size. So I'm running 33s right now, going up to a 35. I'll go back and contact Barrett and say, hey, I got my 35s. can we redo the tune? And he's like, yeah, come by, and we can do it. So I think that's very awesome to do. But yeah, I'll actually have to ask Barrett about the supercharger for sure, and I'll do another kind of follow-up video for the tune. But anything else? Any other questions? I think we covered quite a bit. Terrence, did you have any other questions about the tune? Or just anything else in general? Dubs, hey, thank you so much for joining, and have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So, I'll catch you, and be sure to send me a photo of your pavement princess that's up on blocks for the winter. I'd love to see kind of where it's at so far. So, well, all right. I think we've been on here for a little over a half hour. Something you're still considering? Okay. Yeah, and be sure to hit me up. I'm sure you guys follow me over on Instagram, so if you have any questions, DM me over there. Happy to help out how I can. And if I don't know, I'm going to find somebody that does and get the answer for you. Well, my friends, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you so much for joining me on this live video. Last one for the year. And I look forward to seeing all of you in the new year. So please have a wonderful holiday season. I will catch you all in the new year. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Peace.